What's up, y'all? Marcus Anthony's Everyday People podcast. I got Nathaniel Taylor in here with me again. Y'all seen him before.
Yep.
Y'all see him again. Y'all see him this time. I'm actually glad that he's in here again
Yep.
this time. We get to pick his brain a little bit more. And one thing I like about bringing some of my old guests in is that I like you heard last time. I'm a new friend to Nathan, and Nathan's a new friend to me. We recently became neighbors, and I'm learning him. So as I get to learn him a little bit more, it's cool because y'all get to learn him with me too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. How was your day been? First off, man.
It was long.
Yeah, he rushed over here to get. We kind of try to squeeze these in however I can. I'm very fortunate that people want to come in here and talk to me because we squeeze these in. So he actually just got off work, just showered. We ate in the studio, and then now we're here.
Appreciate the meal.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Heck yeah, man. Maybe one day I can have a whole experience. It'd be so cool. But, so what you been up to today, first off?
We did electrical. We hung some drywall. We cleaned. We, been prepping this bathroom out, you know? Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Trying to knock out the steps, you know?
Y'all almost there?
No.
How long y'all been there?
Week or two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Heck
but
yeah.
it was a full. We gutted a bathroom, a hallway, and a giant closet, and it was already a giant bathroom, and then you had the hallway to the master bedroom, and then you had a giant closet.
Yeah.
So we gutted all that, and took down walls and built other walls.
Well, what's your favorite job you've done so far? Like in general, all the jobs that you've had.
Oh man.
You've had a lot of jobs?
A lot.
Yeah?
A lot, yes. Yeah. There's even ones I forget about, and I'll be thinking and, I'm like, dang, because I've worked with the company that I work with for 5 years now.
Right.
So, I've done a lot.
Yeah.
We've done a lot, yeah.
Y'all just do a lot of remodeling and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Honestly, I need to...
It's a very cool experience because, taking someone's home that has been their home for a long time, long time.
Oh, yeah.
And let alone, we just did a 100-year-old childhood home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was cool and they're really happy, and that's the house that we were actually working on last time, and we had moved to the other house down the road, but the same owners.
Right.
And, excuse me. And, they're really happy with our work,
nice.
and it was cool because seeing the photos, it's
from a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's this house.
Yeah.
And that house was moved there. They moved that house.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It was a Sears and Roebuck home or something like that. It was a kit home. Sears catalog type.
You know what? I used
thing.
to have a book that was an old Sears catalog from 1987, I think, or 1897, one of those two.
Probably not 18, but
and things were next to nothing, cheap. You could buy whole buildings, carriages.
Yeah,
And
they drop it off.
Yeah, they had carriages,
and you build it,
They had. I think they did have a couple motor cars, but it was all just horse pulled carriages you could buy.
I know this is off topic, but I miss Sears.
Yeah.
I miss Sears.
Yeah?
Yeah. It had everything.
Yeah.
It had everything, and where I'm from, we had a 4-story Sears.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean,
if I'm not mistaken, I think there was a little small Sears here. Was there not?
Yes,
little tiny one.
Yes. It's heartbreaking when I drive by and I see it, and I'm like, that used to be Sears.
Yeah.
Because I've been here that long. I remember when it was Sears.
I mean, I remember Blockbuster.
Yeah, I know.
Blockbuster was crazy. You would go in there and the miles of DVDs on the wall and everything that was alphabetical order. Yeah. Man, it was like a library of movies. People don't even understand.
There's only one in existence.
Man.
And it's an Airbnb.
Oh, whoa, really?
Yeah.
And it's a Blockbuster and an Airbnb?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yep. And you can take your kids actually in there at night to get a movie. Get a movie. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
So you sleep at the Airbnb, but it has the Blockbuster connected to it?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I just seen like I would basically say the commercial for it, not really a commercial.
But I feel it
was like a reel or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was,
but it's crazy how those are even turning into commercials nowadays. You know
I
what I'm
know,
saying?
I know they are
With
they
enough,
are.
with enough persistent and drilling the same commercial of my merchandise, I feel like I could easily have a commercial. You know?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Just the same thing. You know,
Yeah,
one little slogan like
Yep.
"Stay thirsty, my friends," or
Yep.
whatever. You
Yep.
know,
Yep.
in comparison.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah. But yeah, that's crazy. And so, from your observation of it,
I love taking their home, and that's either got faded paint, rotten floors, or whatever, and making it good and making it something that they pictured
right,
but didn't,
Right.
like exceeding their expectations.
yeah.
Because a normal person can't sit there and imagine and build something in their mind.
of course,
And imagine it, that's
Of
why
course.
they go to the tile shops.
Of
That's why they
course.
go, they basically get taught about design,
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff like that,
Oh, yeah.
and it's I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I love getting to know the customers, just being able to make their dream happen. That's an amazing feeling, because we have worked for a lot of older people, that they have had the houses for years, and whether it be mint green cabinets
Heck yeah.
that are custom.
Heck yeah.
That's what she wanted, and we did it, and
Heck yeah.
it was
Interesting.
yeah. It popped. That kitchen popped, but
Oh, I bet,
But it
you
was
know?
cool because taking apart her old kitchen, her father actually built
Whoa.
most of it.
And she's an older person.
Yes.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah. She was a teacher. She's a retired teacher. Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's
yeah.
cool, man.
Yeah.
That's so
Yep.
cool.
And we did flooring all through her house. Did stuff to her master bedroom. Did 2 bathroom remodels for her, and then did the kitchen.
Oh, shoosh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
So wrapping around back to that question, what do you think's your favorite job you've had so far? I know that's a hard question to talk on spot, especially when you're like, there's some jobs I just forget I even had,
My first job with what I'm doing now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Just
that's,
with a
and
different
that,
person?
and that's because no.
Oh, same person?
Yeah,
Whoa,
5 years. 5
whoa.
years.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not talking when I was a kid.
Oh,
I,
okay.
I grew up being handy and
Oh, okay.
learning and stuff like that. But my first job with the company,
Oh, you mean like on-site job, right? Like your first project to go do is what you're talking about?
what was your question?
My first question was just initially what job, period. But I
With
mean,
the company that I've been with? Or what?
period. I didn't. I was really gonna ask you, do you remember all the jobs you've had? But that's such a weird
You
question.
did. You did.
But I didn't ask you
that.
like every job
Yeah,
you had because
no.
you were about to have to sit here and list out all.
Well, it's hard to
you know?
remember them all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I just said that.
Because like I have jobs from when I was a kid, ripping out old insulation with my grandfather.
Yeah.
Tucking new insulation.
Yeah.
So guess what? I don't have an allergy to it like most people do. Most people, it makes them so itchy, stuff like that. I'm numb to it.
Man, and
I'm numb to it. I love doing insulation.
Those days are fun, aren't they?
Yeah, insulation days.
Hey,
Oh yeah,
those are hot days, man.
Yeah, and but no, with the company I'm with, my first job that I started with the company, I'm actually still friends with that customer to this day.
Oh wow!
Yeah. And he is.
And see something like you do.
He's 78 or he's 80 something.
Oh, wow.
I'm not mistaken, but
Wow.
we're still friends to this day.
And see something like you do, the longevity that it has, like especially you could just drive down a road, especially if you work on projects in your hometown, or even if not, you could drive down the road. You can be like, hey, I put a wall in that, put a room in that building that wasn't there before. Even there's some flower beds commercial flower beds that I ride around through Texas. One time I was with a job that we had contracted out every McCoy's in Texas.
Uh-huh.
So all the new builds we were going out and we were doing landscape, flowers, laying
Cool.
sod, everything up, grading the land.
I've never seen that at ours, but cool.
Doing it all. And so, right?
I've never seen
never, none of
It's
that.
blank.
Yeah.
It's blank. Yeah.
And so whenever they would put new ones up, we would go and I would put trees in, or trees, bushes, whatever. And so now if I drive by, I could be like, hey, I put that tree in.
Yeah.
Or I did all that grass that you see right there,
Yeah.
So yeah, I like jobs that have longevity of stuff like that. I think one of the most interesting jobs I've ever had, I helped haul cattle. That was a fun job. I would do that every day if I could, honestly.
I started in dairy.
I really
Here
would.
in Texas. That's where I started, was dairy.
I like messing with the bulls and the steers, putting them in different trailers, moving them from one location to another pen.
See, I did dairy. And I worked at Sierra.
Oh,
and, yeah. And back in the day, that was the largest.
Yeah.
Because of the carousel.
At one point in time, I worked with a company that mowed Sierra Dairy.
Really?
So that thing's pretty big.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
I've done many of jobs out there, so it was interesting.
Yeah, we would, whenever it was a Sierra Day, we usually would pull up with 2 different mow crews.
Mhm.
So it would be about 6 guys on 6 mowers.
Yep.
Then 3 weed eaters out there.
Yep. Oh, yeah, no,
4 weed eaters,
I remember how they would get it done.
Yeah. I mean, some of those mow jobs, man. If you're on like a Velky plate or a sit down, you're one direction for.
I worked
5
for
minutes,
for a lawn crew before.
Yeah.
That was interesting, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Honestly,
some of them houses out here, man.
Yeah.
6 hours weed eating, 3 hours mowing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It really is. And there's some picky customers out there.
Yeah. And especially
and they have the right to be.
Right.
In their stalls, they have, $30 million.
Oh yeah.
And horses, and stuff like that, So they have the right to be.
I even know, I even worked with an experience when there was a, real basic home owner, and her home was real basic, normal yard, but she put a golf green, the greens on the golf course, around her yard.
Yep.
And one time we had this, young kid not really know what he was doing. And he didn't have the pin on one side of the mower raised up right, and we're just gouging every turn.
So literally by noon it was dead.
Man. She was a unhappy camper. Yep. But you pay a lot to get that in your yard. If you want it and you pay them out to get it there, the least you can do is ask for people.
That was here in Texas.
It was here in town.
Yeah. Well, even then, in Texas, if you mow your grass too short,
it's dead. Oh,
it's dead by the time the sun is high.
And even if you clump it up too much and you don't move that clumps around, you just allow it to lay over, by 3 hours it's dead. So
or pick up all your grass. That is
or even it out, something.
Yep.
But actually, landscape was one of my most favorite types of jobs, I think.
I've done it since I was a kid.
Yeah.
For my grandmother, for neighbors, or, and I really enjoy it too.
Yeah.
I actually really do.
You ever had a garden of your own?
No.
Yeah. I've had a little small garden, like when you put like a little planter, you got some peppers and tomatoes in it,
It's hard for me to have,
There's a reason why these plants are fake, man.
Yeah, it's hard for me to have certain hobbies that I want to have, and stuff like that. Time, I'm not available like that, unfortunately,
I know, man.
And then when I am, I'm home, I'm home with the family,
There's something I always, every time, people would ask me, like, what I want for Christmas or what I want for my birthday or whatever. I used to joke, and I would be like, more hours in a day. But I really mean that, man. I wish I could have more hours in a day. But a person like I am already, I already push my days to the max. Sometimes I get like 3-4 hours of sleep, and I'm trying to cram everything in.
See,
I never feel like I have enough time.
Yeah.
But then I feel like if I was giving more time, that'd be more time for me to not feel like I'm doing enough. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Oh, I do.
yeah,
I do, and I'm the same way, you know. But when I was younger, you
Yeah.
know, I was like that.
and it's kind of contradicting now that I get older because it's like I wish I had time to do this and time to sleep at the same time, and that's
Yeah.
not how it works.
See,
Unfortunately.
when now that I'm older, you know, I need my sleep.
Yeah,
I do,
yeah,
and
and I feel you
or
too.
I feel drained. You
I
know,
feel you. I feel
do.
you because like sometimes I'll go like 3-4 days strong of not really getting good sleep or really eating good. But like on that 4th or 5th day, you know, I'll
You're
sleep the
crashing.
whole
Yep,
day. I
yep.
will sleep the whole day, or like lounge around, do a little bit, sit down, crash, do a little bit, sit down, crash. You know, and so I know that it really. I watched a interview of somebody talking to a neurologist, and they said that sometimes people think that, let's say that, you know how you need to get 8 hours of sleep a night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's say that I'm
He
like,
tried
okay,
to say a little less.
yeah, and try to
yeah,
separate it, and that's
Yeah.
not how it worked because that's how I used
I
to
know.
do it all the time. Whenever I was younger,
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, I know I need 8 hours of sleep because I work out and I do everything at the time. I was
Yeah.
a lot more physically active, and I was like, but maybe tonight I can get 5, tomorrow I can get 10, and it evens out or something like that. But
Yeah.
it's not really how it works,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I know people that has saw that thing as well, and I think the doctor or neurologist said, what, 4 hours of sleep is all you really need?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, they said
That's
no. No, they said it actually
6, was
they
it?
said the one I watched. They said 9.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
was-
some
because
people
I
that I
remember
know,
thinking in my
some
head-
people that I know watched one, and it said like 4 hours or something like that.
Oh,
you
whoa.
know, 5 hours and then a nap. You know, or
Because
but
because I remember thinking to myself, I was like inflation of sleep.
wasn't
you
it
know,
10
I was
hours
joking.
when we were a kid?
When I was a kid,
It
I
was
was a kid, they were
like-
like, you need 7 or more hours.
Yeah,
And then when I
like-
became like a teen, they were like, you need 8 or more hours. And then now when I heard that a couple years ago, they were like, you need 9 hours. Like I was like inflation of sleep. You know
See,
what
the
I'm
ones I've been
saying?
seeing, it's going down.
Oh, really?
And and it shouldn't. You know, you do need
I do.
7 to 8 hours.
I
You don't
do.
need 9.
I do think sleep is very critical and very important for your brain because, if your brain's not working great, everything else can't possibly work great.
Yeah.
I'm living proof of that. But one thing that is real weird I came across the other day in I can't think of it now, but somewhere in Texas, there's this experience where you watch Jaws on the river and you're floating on a little floaty. And they
Really?
put Jaws on a big old projection screen, and they have paid actors who they'll swim underneath you and they'll have like fins on them and they'll nip at your feet and sometimes they'll even pull you underwater. Is that not crazy?
That is.
Would you do that?
Yeah.
I would turn the water brown. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Man, that stuff would be scary. Watching Jaws and then getting jerked underneath, And they
Yeah.
do it kind of in the evening time, too. So it's like dark. You know, that'd be interesting.
That would. That is kind of different.
If there was a place like Jurassic Park, would you go?
Yeah.
Like real life?
Yeah.
What would you be? What
I
would
grew
be
up
your,
off Jurassic Park.
What would be your stipulation? Like, what would you be like? Okay, seriously, bro. Like right now, there's this door, and they're like, once you cross this door, you can go to Jurassic Park, and we'll furnish you with anything you want before you cross that door. What would you want?
What would I want?
Yeah,
I'd want tactical gear.
just tactical.
No,
gear, on
no,
foot.
no,
Okay.
no. I'm listing you a list.
Okay,
I want
I
tactical
wanna
gear.
hear it, yeah.
But when I say tactical gear, I mean like I want the helmet with the night vision.
Okay.
I want some sort of camo to where I can like blend in with all the different surroundings throughout Jurassic Park.
Right.
And I want some heavy weaponry.
Right.
I'm talking a 38 millimeter grenade launcher.
At least.
I'm talking a couple 50 cals, and I'm not just talking your average 50 cal.
Right.
I'm talking like the AR 50 cal.
Right. Right.
You know, I need a couple drums.
And everything
couple
better
40,
be automatic.
couple, yeah. Couple 44s. I want a couple AA-12s with Dragon's Breath and some like they got shotgun shells with barbed wire in them.
Yeah.
I want those.
I
want it all. Yeah.
What will be
And
your
then
transportation?
a couple armored SUVs.
Yeah.
And when I say armored SUVs, I mean like the $250,000 armored SUVs.
Right.
Yeah, and climbing gear.
Yeah. I mean, don't you think it was kind of even though herbivore or not, I think it was outrageous that they were rolling around.
And I ain't going to hunt them.
You know, yeah.
I ain't going to hunt them.
Oh no.
No.
You're gonna go observe.
I want to go see the dinosaurs, but I'm not going out. The way the movies end, you know,
Oh man.
I need machetes and weed eaters.
And a parachute and
a couple zero turns.
Yeah.
Because all the tall grass I'm cutting. You know why? I ain't getting taken out by the little 3-foot fast ones.
Little
that run in packs.
Yeah,
that run in packs. No.
Attack like wolves.
But what's crazy is that, you know, Glenrose, we have Dinosaur World, you know, and stuff like that, and Dinosaur Valley, you know, and all that.
Right.
I think we're making up dinosaurs now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we went there. My kid's school had a little thing there.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 of them I heard of.
Yeah.
And I even talked to a lot of the dads. I even talked to the dad, you know. And I don't know if the dinosaurs that they have displayed are based off the ones here.
Mm-hmm.
Or what, you know, because I mean you go to the river that, you know, in Glenrose, you know.
Biloxi?
No, I don't remember what it is. It's one of the dinosaur little things. But they actually have dinosaur prints in the rocks.
Yeah.
Throughout the river.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're just going off that or you know what, but I've never heard of any of them. Yeah, a lot of those that like fit 98% of what we've seen there.
Well, you know, sometimes like during like this time that it's real rainy and they take the kids all the schools there.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you notice like their social media accounts, they'll tell you that they did it on purpose for the kids, but they'll put prints in the soft sand out there along the river or whatever, you know?
Oh, really?
But one thing that's really...
No, these are in the rocks.
Yeah, but see, this is what I'm saying. That one thing that to me is they're almost identical. Like, if y'all are going to put some in the rocks and some in the sand, don't make them the same print, because then we start to figure that out. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Switch up one of them for us.
But I mean, in this world, they're trying to trick us on everything.
Yeah. I mean, but you never know. Maybe the ones from the rock were authentic and they molded the new prints out of that one. I never know. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, you know?
Yeah, neither am I.
But you know what? I'd like to think that they're not just trickling us, but I also know that they are. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I talked to a lot of the dads when we were there because you know we went with the school, you know, and me and my woman both, you know, and I'm like, I'm reading them, and I'm like, I'm sitting there and I'm asking them, I'm like, you ever heard of that one?
Right?
They're like, no. And I'm looking at them, you know, the sculptures that they got, you know, next to the name. And I'm like, I've seen that one. That ain't the name.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of them, they look different, you know, than normal, you know. So, I mean, I don't know if it's just the area, you know, dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's funny, too. I never really took that into consideration
because we got to think the way the Earth, was.
That's what I never really thought.
I mean, it was all together,
right?
It wasn't split yet,
but I never took that into consideration. Just like you know how you go to, if you stay here, you don't really see lions, but if you go to Africa, you'll see lions. You know, I wonder if it works that way with dinosaurs. Also, it has to have. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
Or you know. when it was all together, you know.
Right.
You had the lions in Africa,
Yeah.
dinosaur. I mean, I don't know how long lions been around.
I mean,
they're talked about in the Bible, so
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
Right.
a
Oh, yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
But we don't know before dinosaurs,
Yeah.
or, you know.
The chicken or the egg, you know what I'm saying?
But probably because dinosaurs were before man, right?
I think so.
I mean,
Dinosaurs are actually a real, honestly, excuse me, in my honest, like, very feeble thinking brain, dinosaurs are hard to dissect for me.
yeah,
Because
it's so long ago.
y'all are telling us something we've never seen. And y'all are telling us that we've never seen it. But y'all are also showing us what they look like.
But they have bones.
You know, I mean, but that can only go so far,
See,
too. You know what I'm saying?
I really have always wanted to go to in Washington D.C. all the museums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
I'm talking anywhere from the Muppets to Sesame Street to space shuttles to everything.
Yeah.
And it's not just one building.
Right.
To I want to go to the Lou.
Right.
And I want to go to the Lou. You know, I want to see it. I want to glass pyramid. You know?
All that, man. That's with me too. I hope that at the end of my journey, these eyes get to see a lot of things.
I enjoy artwork.
You know, me too.
I enjoy
God's artwork too. I wish I could.
That's what I was just going to say.
Fly over the rainforest, just one ride. Just let me look at it real fast.
I don't want to go through it.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to go through it.
I'm technically good on
helicopter ride. That'd be cool.
Yeah, you know
fly in. You were like, don't even leave the airport.
Yeah,
you get in the helicopter.
Not even really the helicopter
a boat helicopter takes you over the rainforest, so you can at least see it with the door open. Yeah.
Or give me and stuff like 30-mile ride.
Because you're not going to want to go through a little seaplane.
Yeah. No.
Through the rainforest.
No, not me.
No. And you can't take, a jet.
Yeah.
You can't take a big plane, So I figure you land, get right on the helicopter, and fly over the rainforest.
If I would take a helicopter ride through a lot of things. It'd be nice to ride a helicopter around the pyramid, just what it looks like. It'd be nice to ride a helicopter over the Colosseum of Rome. That'd be real cool,
You would like Oregon.
So all that.
If you want rainforests, kind of like in Northern California.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, like I remember going salamander hunting as a kid, and it was like cool. It was cool.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It was because the more north you go, it's just it's your scenery.
I mean, thank God that He's blessed me with the ability to go experience Hawaii as many times as I have because. Oh man!
I don't have any friends that have ever been.
Really?
They were always jealous that I have been. And
heck yeah!
And I'm like, look, I went to work. You know what I mean? My uncle paid for my ticket. That was the only reason I got to go.
Yeah.
And my grandpa saw the opportunity, and he was like, hey.
Yeah.
I want to take him.
Yeah, man. Being plugged in with, being the person.
That's where I learned to tile, like we talked about last time.
Yeah, I remember last time. And being plugged in with just the person I am and knowing who I know and having such a strong connection with the people who are out there is the only reason why I'm able to go. I really go to work. I do audio and visual stuff in an AV company. But, they take care of the flight. They take care of the stay.
Yep.
They, take care of my food, I'm very blessed to take
it's very
advantage of
there.
such a I see all the prices of everything.
Milk's $13 a gallon,
Gas is $6 right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, regular gas.
Yeah, regular gas is $6 right now over there.
Yeah.
And so the cost of living, everything is ridiculous,
Yeah.
But they have a helicopter ride, and I haven't taken advantage of it. I really need to.
That would be cool. You need to do that.
And because they also have a boat one where you go swim with the dolphins a little bit.
That's cool.
I really want to take advantage of that too. And I've seen brochures and social media accounts of like the helicopter rides and the dolphins. And daily, you get out there at a certain time and you swim with the dolphins. There's tons of dolphins out there every day. You really see them. Yeah.
See, I didn't see anything like that when I was there, but
Did
I
you-
was real young.
Did you see any animals?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
went snorkeling. We
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
go to
yeah,
go
yeah,
scuba diving.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be honest with you. That was my grandfather's probably fourth time to have already gone to Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
he's gone with, or third time, something like that.
Yeah.
Because he's gone with my grandmother.
Yeah.
And they went to the bigger islands.
Right.
and scuba dived.
Right.
Swam with the turtles.
Right.
I got to see the photos, man. I was so mad. I was like, that's beautiful.
Right, man.
But, now that my grandfather has passed and stuff, I'm glad that my grandmother got to experience that with
with
her
him.
her husband, with my grandfather, And because he was my dad, he raised me, and
Right.
now I look back at those photos, and because we always went on trips, the beach.
Yeah.
The beach is where we would love to go. Like if
Hey, how do you go wrong with the beach, though?
no,
You can't go wrong.
that's the one thing I miss about Cali besides my family. Is
I bet, man.
and my friends. Is the beach.
There was
my hometown. I was an hour and 45 minutes from Monterey, or I was 2 hours from San Francisco.
Right.
Half Moon Bay. I love Half Moon Bay.
Right.
At Lover's Point, the boardwalk.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
that.
Santa Cruz.
Oh,
Oh, man. I'm a little far. I'm like 3 hours from Santa Cruz.
Right.
But it's still worth it,
Right.
It's
All of it's so cool, man. Water is cool, bro. The ocean.
I like you said
ocean is
earlier,
great.
we enjoy God's creation.
Oh, yeah. I do.
I love scenery.
Oh, yeah, man. And
that makes all the difference. It
everything
really does.
to cliff, to grass, to trees, to plants, to vegetation.
Yeah.
I love it all. I love how the make of some.
I'm real thankful for everything he's
Oh.
done, because it really is
Yeah.
amazing, you know what I mean? And talk about Texas, something in the orange.
Right.
We'd never had that in Cali. Like we'd have a pink sometimes, or
Right.
something like that, but not where it's like all the way around us, the orange
Right.
mixed with the yellow, mixed with the pink, mixed
Right.
with the this orange surrounding us.
Right,
you know?
right, right.
The song "Something in the
Yeah,
Orange,"
for sure.
right? Yeah.
No, and I kind of experienced the same thing, kind of like in Hawaii, because there's something about their morning sky.
Oh, I know.
It's some different type of blue and purple, like a cotton candy mixture.
Is it me?
Surreal
Is it me,
almost,
or does their land feel real thin?
Oh yeah, everything.
Yeah,
Air feels
like
thin,
you look at their
thin.
beach, and you look at the grass, and you just look at everything, and
you're like, this is a shell of a volcano.
yeah, or this is a real thin layer. Yeah, but it is a volcano.
It is.
Yes, and it's sad because it's supposed to erupt.
Because
we're all over date for all the volcanoes.
That's really what I think of whenever I think, like, because I have had that thought before prior to you saying it. Like, this is really thin terrain. And then you're like, holy shit, of course, it's the crust of a volcano. We're the outside layer of a volcano right
It just
now.
feels real thin, even the trees,
Yeah.
But
it's
and growing up in Cali, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
and then me in Texas.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
well, me in Texas as well, you know what I mean? So, I've gone a lot of places, Nevada, Arizona, I've gone all over, and Texas is where I've kind of stopped, and it's different. Like, Nevada was a trip.
Right.
The mountains and stuff like that. That was a trip. That I felt boxed in. And then Hawaii, I felt stuck.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Especially whenever you get up there and you're looking at the ocean.
And like we talked
and
about,
you
when
get
you're
high
driving in
enough.
the ships.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
oh yeah.
there's a 2-year waiting list for cars.
Oh yeah.
What?
Man.
Like,
Oh,
what?
Yeah. It's such a weird way of living.
You have to have them
over there.
shipped in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but you can rent You can rent Ferraris all day for $200 a day.
Yeah, you could. Harley Davidsons all day for $140.
Like,
yeah,
side by sides for like what, 100?
Yeah,
yeah. Like,
yeah.
You can rent all the crazy things.
And
that you could never afford. The Humvee.
Right.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. You know, like they have those on the corners next to the ABC stores.
Right.
Like,
but see, one thing I always wanted to experience, if I am blessed enough to experience other places, is I don't really like to take the whole tourist routes of things.
I don't either.
I like the museum.
Do your
as
own
far
thing.
As like tourist routes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to see what it's like to live there for a week or 3 days.
Yeah.
If I'm even there for 3 days, I want in my mind, like, okay, where do I got to go to get some clothes? Where I got to go to get some food? What am I going to like to eat? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like to dissect where I'm going. You know, talk to some people. Who am I going to say Who am I going to pass and say hi?
See, tourism for me going places. I'll do shopping. You know, go eat. You know, experience things because I like to shop. I like to eat. You know, I like spending more time with my family. You know, and it's funny because I have so many amazing memories stored up here with my family and with stuff like that, but I don't have pictures of it.
Yeah,
I'm not into technology like that.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I am. We can't, you know, run without it. You know what I mean? Basically, you know, so like, because even when I was younger, I went without my phone. You know what I mean? I went without social media. You know, because I could. I was taken care of by my grandparents. Even when I was a little bit of an adult, you know, they took care of me when I needed it. You know, I was very blessed with that. Very blessed. You know, and I wouldn't have, you know, they had a landline, you know, if I needed to make a phone call, you know, or you know where I live. You know, I was that type of person, you know, because I would go a year or two without phone or social media, you know, because it wasn't a necessity to me. Even now, I use it for music, talk to family or friends, you know, and work.
And an alarm clock.
And an alarm clock and calculator. And, you know,
weather.
Stuff. Weather.
That's about as deep as it gets.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll scroll. But honestly, that's to see what's going on with my friends. See some funny stuff. Learn some stuff. Or, you know...
there was a long time. I mean, I didn't even really get my first cell phone until I was a sophomore in high school.
Really? Mm-hmm. See, I bought my own when I was like 13.
Yeah. Well, I take that back. I was like a freshman. I had a little prepaid, pay as you go.
Yeah.
You know, 5 cents to open up. 50 cents.
Oh, I've had plenty of them.
Yeah.
But
so, like I had that, but that was really like, you know, to my homie, hey, I'm gonna be there in a little bit. I'm on my way, or then I just leave my phone at the house. Or I remember whenever I was younger. I remember when I was younger, and I could go. I lived with this one foster family, and they gave me the freedom to go wherever I wanted to. You know, I had a bike, or I could walk, go pretty much. We lived in a small town, so I could go pretty much wherever I wanted to, as long as I called home every hour on the hour. And I remember
that's strict.
And I remember being outside, doing whatever, or if I knew that, like, let's say like I was 2 houses down, and my homie Corey was like 2 houses away from where I was playing at in a yard or whatever. I would run to the house. I'd be like, hey, Corey, I'm going to use your phone. Run to his house, take it off the wall, call home. Hey, I'm still here at Corey's. Okay, I'll see you later. Hang it up. Go back outside. Wasn't even nothing to me. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Or if you know, if we were playing in the yard or we went somewhere else different, and I met somebody new, and I was like, hey, do you have a phone inside? And they'd be like, yeah, my mom's got it or whatever. And I would go be like, hey, I have to call home every hour on the hour. If I don't, I get in trouble. Can I use your phone? And they would be like, yeah, you could use your phone. Use my phone. So it was never a problem. Yeah. And then as long as I came home when the street lights were on, you know.
That's what I was waiting to say is street lights. That was the thing.
Because if I didn't, man, it was a big deal. But if I did, it was easy, man. So I I'll
See,
take that over not,
See, I was rebellious. Not really rebellious,
I mean,
but
I was too, but if it stopped me from going out tomorrow, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't have to check in like that.
Yeah, but
Like,
that was only for a
like I had a bike. I went and did whatever, and when I was younger, yeah, they were real sheltered to me. But as I got older, I did whatever I wanted.
yeah,
And it wasn't a blessing. It was
right.
not a blessing. I
'Cause see
I wish it didn't go that way because I wouldn't have done a lot of the bad things that I've done.
Or maybe I'd be a lot more progressed by now.
Yeah,
I feel
but I mean that's one of the reasons why I had to run to Texas. Is because what I saw myself becoming.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I couldn't.
yeah, for sure. Cause see, like whenever I would check in, it was like I think I was like 11 and 12. Whenever I had to call the house every
See,
hour.
I was told never to sneak out,
And-
use the front door to let us know where you're going.
Yeah, and then it's crazy because by the time I was 15, I lived at a different foster home, and I would only come home like once a week to grab a handful of clothes and then just leave again. You know what I'm saying?
See, I was the type. Was the reason I visited so many places like that and lived all over. Is I'd be the type. I'd come home, or I'd be home. And out of the blue, I'd be like, "Hey, I'm I'm moving."
Just out of the blue?
Yeah, I was a runner.
Oh yeah, me too, man. If I didn't like a foster home, I was out the window.
No, not even that. I mean, I was all over the place, and I, yeah, I could disappear.
Yeah.
I could disappear like that,
Heck yeah.
and I'm good at it. And as I got older, and as I got a family that I really care for and I really love, and I want to do the best for them.
Right.
And I would give up every penny for them,
Right.
and I had to learn to not be like that,
Right.
Because I've even put her through a couple of those experiences of coming home and I'm gone.
Right.
Everything of mine is gone.
Right.
And I don't want to ever put her through that again, and sorry.
No, you're good, man.
And yeah, I had to learn to not be like that, and it was a struggle. It was a struggle, and I'm there now. I love my family, and I just high on life.
Yeah.
It's. I tell my friends all the time, like that are in their addiction or in their, mess,
Mm-hmm.
all the time. Dude, blow that money on your kids instead. Go take your family and do something and see and sit back and really absorb it, suck it in.
Yeah, man.
Suck it up, like absorb it, and see how that makes you feel.
Oh yeah. I had a guest on a podcast, and she made a point. She was like, it's funny how we actually make it harder on ourselves by not spending time with our kids.
Yep.
And if we spend time with our kids, it would really make it easier on us.
Yep.
And she's like, it's crazy how we do that as people. And I was like, yeah, that is crazy, I mean, I love the time with my kids.
Yep.
I really do.
Yep.
I love, I know I still have young kids, but they make me so excited for the future. And I honestly feel like deep down inside, like I feel like a lifetime's not long enough. Like I don't want this to ever stop, and I'm ready for whatever comes with it. I know that they're gonna love me. I know that they're gonna hate me. I know that they're gonna agree with me. I know that they're not gonna agree with me. They're gonna not who I don't like them around. They're gonna like that I like some people around them. I know what's gonna come with it, But I'm ready for all that. Even the days that I look forward and I see that are going to be sad days or hard days, I'm even ready for those days because those are days that we're going to get through together, And they have more faith in me and me and them, you know what I'm saying? So it's really cool, man. Kids are great, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Kids are really great.
Mm-hmm.
And, all the time you can spend with them and teach them things. You know, it really hit me that like everything that they learn is because we teach them.
You know,
Period.
they're sponges at this point. You know, so it's really precious of what we need, how we need to act,
Yeah.
how we need to, you know, speak to our kids.
Right.
You know, stuff like that. You know, the language we have around our kids. You know, like I don't really cut. I don't cuss around my kids. You know, I don't cuss at my kids. I don't, you know, nothing like that. You know,
Right.
and it drives me crazy about people that do. You know, and because I mean how we act is how they will live.
Right. Yeah.
It really matters. You know, and we've gotten the perfect examples of what we don't want.
Right.
How we don't want to live, how we don't want our life to live, you know, stuff that, you know.
Oh yeah.
And or
The
how
we don't want to see repeated.
Yes. We've had prime examples growing up of
man.
what that is.
And honestly, with you saying that, I think that is ways that I'm able to check myself right now is because I know what I don't want to be. But I'm already really that type of person. Like if you teach me a new skill, honestly, show me all the ways I can fuck up and how I fix those. Because that's how I'm going to learn how to do that job, you know, whatever skill it is. Because I know I'm going to fuck up. So show me how I can fix the fuck up real fast, you know, if I learn something, and that's in life. I fucked up way too much not to know how to fix a fuck up now. But now that the older I've gotten, I realize that me fixing those problems is a lot internal, you know, internal with the way I think of things, how I perceive things. And we are such creatures of habit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so when we continually do things that are just that, we know as people and as men, tell me if I'm wrong, we know as men what we do wrong every day.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And so with that being said, That's
why a man tortures himself twice as much.
If I'm not where I want to be, and I'm really wondering why, I know the answer to that, you know?
Yep.
Hell yeah, because we know. So, but wrapping back around to what I was saying, me being able to realize those things, I think came from us realizing those things came from where we came from, you know? So I agree with that 1,000%. And I also had to realize that, you know, I have to be the one to teach my kids how to love and how to hate.
Yep.
Because if I just teach them one or the other, they don't figure out the other one, or they just figure out the other one. And it's all a process. Because one, there are things that I need them to realize as kids and then realize as adults. There's things that I need them to realize of that. Yep. But I think things of like emotional recollection of yourself, I think I need to train that now as a kid, so they're not like me trying to figure it out at 30 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because, man, I see even my little ones, it's funny because whenever they were young, I would notice, like, back when they were wobbly neck, back before words came out, I remember that sometimes certain things that would happen would immediately revert to aggression, you know? And I always studied and I always wondered, why was that, you know? And I still don't have an answer for it, but I just know now that when I see them get aggravated or aggressed about something, I have to channel it down and show them how to mellow it out because I still don't know how. I wake up pissed for no reason all the time, you know? So I still don't understand where that aggression comes from, but I see it in my little ones, and I saw it from day one. It was wired in them, and I hate that about it, you know? I wish they would lead in love, but it leads in anger, you know?
But that's where your blood is running through them.
Yeah.
That's where you get to basically raise yourself.
Right.
You know, in a manner of speaking, you know. Right. You get to teach your kids the skills that you wish you had.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm
sure just like everybody else, you know, I hope they go way further than I ever will. Yeah. And I'm sure everybody wishes that for their kids, right?
Yeah. Yes. I would hope. I would hope. I mean, you know,
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a funny moment, right?
Daddy didn't care to take me to the fair.
Yeah, that's funny, but yeah.
Anyways, you know, you get to redirect
Yeah.
Your kid's in a path that you never got to be.
If anything
you
less,
know, and that is power.
man.
You know, that's like loving like Jesus.
Man,
you know, that's you know.
Because if anything less, I get to show two people how to not go through some pains that I went through just because I didn't know.
Yep.
So if nothing more
but
than
you got to
that,
also remember some of those pains made you stronger. So that and it's hard because that's where you have to justify it. You know, you gotta, you know, you know, like I'm dealing with behavioral problems with my son right now. You know, in school.
Whoa.
Not at home.
Wow, yeah.
So, but his punishment is having to reflect at home as well, you know? So it's like, but I'm blessed for his school, you know, because his school is, you know.
Very patient with them?
Well, no, not patient, but on board with us and us with them.
Good, yeah.
And
it takes a village.
Yeah, it does. It really does. And you know, and they're not sitting there like, oh, it's because of home. You know what I mean? Like they would back in when we were kids.
Yeah.
Because it's not, because he doesn't act like that at home.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I heard...
You know, I mean, and yeah, he may, like, not listen sometimes, but he didn't get a terrible 2s.
Right.
He's getting a terrible 5.
Right.
Because he's almost 5.
Yeah.
You know, and...
I mean, and sometimes it goes like that, you know, when it's just you doing... I mean, honestly, if you sit back and look at it, bro, he's just really doing his part as being a kid. And what I mean by that, I'm not saying, like, oh, kids would be kids. I don't mean that. I mean that being a baby, being a toddler, being a kid, all that comes with different type of levels. So in a way, he's really taking that little step. In a very small way, you can see that he is progressing with his attitude and shit. But it's your part to come in and correct it in the right direction, you know? Because if you look at it, you know, it's going according to plan, which is good. But it's just not the right way, which is where you get to come in, which is good too, because it gives you part as a father. He's doing his part as a son, you know. And the way that I had to realize that was my son being more verbal now. You know? And he's becoming a lot more argumentative. Everything.
Same. Yeah.
He has had the last word. Just has to say it. You know what I'm saying?
That's my daughter.
And I tell him.
That's my daughter.
And it kind of makes me chuckle at him because, like, I get proud in a small sense because he's got that. You know, he needs to say last thing.
But it's
you know?
not always
I will
the best.
Put you through
it's
the
not
wall.
always
and
best.
So just like you spoke on a little bit, it's kind of hard to teeter that, you know? And so, but luckily I don't know if you feel the same way, but luckily for me, no matter how much it aggravates me sometimes, that's trial and error where we get to get it right on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So we get it right together. So we figure it out. He figures it out faster than me at 30. You know what I'm saying? So in the long run, it's a home run. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm sure you don't get discouraged. You sound like you're a good dad. You don't get discouraged about that type of stuff. No. But you know, on the times that it does, just take that.
I got this.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I mean, you know, preaching to the choir here because, you know, there's a lot of things I fail at in life and will fail at in life.
Yeah.
But there's one thing that I try to make sure I get right, and it's
it's what I've always wanted.
It's one thing I get right, and
it's what I've always wanted, you know. So I mean, I've always wanted a family. I've always wanted a wife and kids.
Oh yeah.
You know, and to be able to afford the things to, you know, that we want and stuff like that, and I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah, man.
And
I appreciate
I'm there.
that, bro. One dad to another. I appreciate that.
I'm there, and I'm gonna cherish every precious moment of it because it took a lot for us to get there.
Right, man. And see, even in those moments where you're dealing with those things, at least you're there to deal with those things.
Yep.
You know. So kudos and my hat off to you, bro.
Thank you.
Real.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, bro. One hell of a thing. Shout out to all the good dads out there. Honestly.
Yep.
What's up, man? Marvz Anthony here. Marvz Anthony's Everyday People Podcast. More podcasts on the way. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the YouTube page, go like and subscribe. Follow it. Got new guests on. We just aim to inspire. We touch on a lot of different topics. I kind of just let people get it off their chest, and I love to pick people's brains. So a lot of cool conversations, a lot of cool different people that I'm blessed to meet. Don't just take my word for it. Go check it out. Like and subscribe. Marcus Anthony's Everyday People Podcast on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram. You can find me. I love y'all.
I wouldn't know because I don't talk to a lot of men who deal with depression, who never feel like they get it right. Man, the moment I open,
See, that's how I used
the
to feel.
moment I open my eyes, I'm not doing it right. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I can't sleep at night because I'm not doing it right. Even
But you
on
are.
top of everything.
But you are.
I know, bro. Deep down, I know. There's been a lot of things about me that I be thinking like I'm in my feelings about shit, and I'm like, man, that's such a bitch way to think. You know what I'm saying?
A man beats himself up.
Yeah.
That's what it is. What I said earlier. You know, a man really does beat himself up.
Yeah.
Believe me, I've went through depression.
Yeah.
I've went through it all. You know,
Yeah.
I really have. I've went through addiction. I've went with being suicidal, homicidal. You know, it all.
Yeah.
You know, and I learned something. Once you win the battle with the mind, you win.
Yeah.
You win.
Yeah. Honestly,
And that's where you have to realize your words have power.
Oh yeah.
Your thoughts have wisdom. Okay. And your mind is against you sometimes. And you have to realize that. You know, just like I didn't know the little voice in my head was God or the other little voice was evil. You know, I didn't know that. But that's where you have to learn to determine which one is which.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's power.
That's nice.
That's
those are
power.
Good, those are good words, man.
That's power, you know, and once you've won that, you've won.
Yeah.
You can do anything through Christ who strengthens you.
Who strengthens you? Yeah.
Like,
I remember there used to be a foster family I lived with, and on the refrigerator it said, "Are you having a bad day? You can restart your day at any moment." And that's all it said, you know. And sometimes the foster mom would get mad at me, and she'd be like, "Read that," and I would
you
read
gotta
it.
think.
She'd make me stand in front of it and read it. I was like 9 years old, you know what I'm saying, 8. And she'd make me look at it and look at it and look at it. And she'd be like, "Well, what does that mean to you?" You know, she'd be like, "Don't tell me. Know what it means to you. Go and know what it means to you, Marcus." And now
Tomorrow ain't promised.
And now I see that sign in my head. You know, if I'm having a bad day, I can start it over at any time. Me.
Tomorrow ain't promised.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Tomorrow ain't promised.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and every day that you wake up, you get a day to start over.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and even, you know.
You did something, you not did something wrong, but you got something wrong that day. Go to sleep, wake up, you can redo it.
Was that how you feel about it?
Yeah.
Like, because me, the way I feel about it, and tell me if I'm wrong. I'm just venting it to you, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes the way that I've learned how to cope with it right now, and maybe this is the wrong way, but like if I'll do something now, I'll accept it as it is, and I'll move on. An hour from now, I hope I'm not mad about it anymore, you know?
That's not wrong. That's perfect.
I hope I don't dwell on it. I try
No,
not to
that's
even
the
think about
same
it.
level
It's the
I'm at.
past. The only thing
That drives my woman crazy sometimes because we didn't fully discuss it, but I've already dropped it.
I moved on from it.
Yes,
It happened. You can't do nothing
that,
about
that
it.
is one of our fights, you know. But it's part of being a man and of dealing with all the things I've dealt with, and all the anger I've dealt with, all the depression I've dealt with, you know, all the emotions I've dealt with, you
Right.
know. That's what you have to do in order to not just get to that point. Like, I've been so upset before I can't breathe. I'm blacking out. Yeah, I'm screaming to where I've lost my voice.
Right.
You know, I dealt with anger issues throughout my childhood and a little bit of my adult life, you know. And then when I was on drugs, it became worse, you know, and it was really, really bad. And, you know, So I mean, if I don't drop things and if I just stew in it, it's gonna drive me mad.
Man,
I'm old school.
Man.
We ain't going to bed mad at each other.
Yeah.
We're getting over it.
Yeah, I need to, bro.
Yes.
If I dwell on it, it's
Yeah,
so
my
heavy on
mind
me.
don't stop.
It's so heavy
My
on me.
mind does
that
not stop.
I will crack concrete with steps. It's so heavy on me, bro. You know what I'm saying? It weighs the
Yep.
world on me.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So much where I can't even focus. I can't think
Yep.
of nothing else. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I had to learn how to start
That's
moving past
also a reason why I need the right amount of sleep is because it takes me sometimes so long
to get there.
to shut my mind down.
Oh,
but
man.
I have to have a complete darkness.
I don't know how to shut it.
Complete quiet.
I guess I haven't figured that out yet.
And I was the opposite when I was younger. Music. Dark, but music. I had soft music. I had an alarm clock that played music that I'd have it real low.
Right.
Hip hop channel.
Right.
Real low.
Yeah.
And that's how I slept. But now that I'm older, I need complete darkness and quiet. Yep. And
no, I get that's my biggest thing.
Takes me an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours to fall asleep.
Heck yeah. Hey, but hold that thought, bro. I gotta go to the bathroom. We're gonna take a bathroom break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a second.
Every fail means you showed up. Every failure means you pushed yourself further than comfort. You're not losing. You're learning. You're building something real. So keep getting up. Again and again. Over and over. Because the only time we truly lose is if we stop trying. Never give up.
Boom, just magic. But
Mess with them to do that. Yeah.
But heck yeah, man, we're back. Man, I feel better. That was a long pee, actually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just closing that topic out for listeners since they didn't take that little small journey with us. Yeah, it does get heavy. We do have to wake up and fight that anger every day. But it's nice that we can figure it out, and it's nice that we have times like this. From a man's perspective, I appreciate you as a man coming in here and saying things like that and shedding your light on it too. Because sometimes I get so stuck in my head, and I'm like, man, there's no way that someone else could be dealing with this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I never shed light on it. But, as you feel like you're shedding your light for yourself or whatever, it sheds light for me too. It allows me to do the same. So I appreciate that, man. One brother to another, man, for real. Heck yeah. Oh, I was in Weatherford the other day, and I went to a place, Grand Adventure, little go-kart place.
Yeah.
And right at the back, like where the go-karts are, probably there's like this dry trench where I guess like there's some water drainage there, And on the other side of that little valley or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
whatever, dam, I don't know what it is anyway. Other side of that drainage hill, there's it's the back of Walmart. And it shows where Walmart is now using these drone distributions.
Yeah. It looks like that.
Yeah. And so like you see like little Walmart workers like with little hard hat on and a yellow vest, and they're loading boxes onto these little mini helicopters that are taking them off.
Yep.
And I have some of. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw them. We've been working in Waxahachie. And we've been passing by the Walmart.
Oh yeah.
And I always pay attention to every little detail,
Right.
So I'm looking at them every day, Well, I finally got to see one today.
Like close.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
4 houses away,
bro.
That was trippy.
Yeah, man. So
have you ever seen one deliver,
bro? Okay, so yes. Well, I haven't seen it leave the package. I've seen a lot of them take off with the package.
Well, you know what's weird?
What?
The helicopter one?
Yeah.
It never stayed. It was probably another house above, it was a good, 20, 30 feet up in the air. It didn't even ever go down.
Really?
And then it had another little drone that came out of it.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Had another little drone that came out of it and went down to the house.
Wow.
And then that little drone went back up.
Wow.
And went back in. Yeah,
That's
it was
crazy.
trippy. It was trippy.
That's crazy. Yeah. So see, the information I gathered, they're partnered with Zipline. They deliver within a 2-mile radius of Walmart. At least the ones that are working with Walmart that I saw. They fly as high as 300 feet. And then I wonder how. I wonder what's. I think it's 2 pounds the max that they can carry. Is that sound about right?
The little drone was like maybe this big.
Yeah, I remember seeing it, but it looks pretty big as a little drone, but it's small.
No, but the big one is bigger. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's 4 houses away. It could have been like that big.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
man.
I mean, still, I'm wondering what they're delivering with that.
I mean, what do you think? Like pins and
I don't know.
Toilet paper, tampons.
I don't know.
Some tape.
I don't know what would fit in that little drone.
I mean, the other day, whenever you were doing some artwork for me, the drone could have brought you your package. Could it not have? Just a couple paint markers. You don't think that's,
Yeah.
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 I don't know how heavy of all that box was. Under 2 pounds for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if 2 pounds is the max though, because 2 pounds is pretty heavy. We can ask ChatGPT. I've always wanted a reference.
You're all set. That list is ready
Hey,
for you to copy,
chat.
paste, and organize.
Hey chat GPT. What is the maximum weight that the Walmart drone distribution what do they call drones can carry?
Walmart's drone delivery service, in partnership with Wing, currently has a weight limit of up to 5 pounds, which is about 2.3 kilograms. While some earlier pilot programs had
5 pounds? Wow. Well, it said the ones in Weatherford were teamed up with a service. Zipline or whatever. Yeah. So, yeah. Maybe it's the same. I don't see why not. Some of those drones and stuff are becoming crazy, man.
I know.
Military
drones.
Yeah, law enforcement drones.
You know what's crazy? We were at Purple Goat not that long ago, and we had a drone. We went outside to smoke a cigarette, and we had a drone flying right in front of our face.
Oh, was it a camera drone?
They all have cameras.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Yeah, they all have cameras.
It's true. But was it a regular civilian driving it, or was it? You don't know?
I don't know. I don't know.
See, that's what makes me think
We didn't see anybody that was flying a drone around us.
See, that's what makes me think about the law enforcement drones.
They're big.
But how far? What's the radius on it? Do you know?
No.
You want to look it up?
Sure.
Let's see. I don't know. What's the radius on the law enforcement drones in Texas? I don't even know if that's the right way to ask that question.
I couldn't find a specific operational radius for law enforcement drones in Texas.
I bet. Don't ask
that
again.
agencies like the Texas Department
Stop the type of question you ask.
I immediately got red flag. I gotta shut that ChatGPT.
Yeah. No.
Because it makes me think about it like, so what? Someone sits in a van and like has a radial amount of like 50 miles from the van or from the building, or how far does that go?
They go further than that.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
far?
I mean, a drone that I had, I never wanted to mess with it to try to fly it, but I had gotten a drone,
right?
And it was the top of the line,
right?
And that thing, like it was fast.
Yeah,
it was fast,
yeah.
And it had certain functions that where like you could press home and go home.
Oh yeah.
Where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like it had speed mode, where you could like type in a location almost,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
That's
and
crazy.
then my buddy grew, when I was younger, he had one. And yeah, where we were way across town. and he had that thing go to our street.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah. They're crazy, and then where I'm from, they have drones.
I was talking with somebody the other day. Do you not think that this would be crazy? What if like it gets to a point where we could just get drones somewhere real fast? A drone comes, gets out little straps, and put on this little
man,
vest.
I'm
going to work. Just that'd be crazy, right?
I mean,
Heck yeah.
why not?
You know?
I mean, they never could do what my grandfather used to joke because, it would be too expensive. Like, we could have flying cars.
Right.
But you know how much it would be for the roads, for them to do what they need to do to where
land.
to where the cars are like magneted up, basically,
Oh, okay.
sort of,
Right.
where they can hover,
So he was thinking like a positive and negative magnet against
type
each other, yeah.
thing. Yeah, he
Yeah.
goes it'd be too expensive,
Right. I'm not gonna dwell on this too much because I'm not one to really speak on it, But so I was listening to the Bob Lazar podcast the other day, and he claimed that whatever he experienced, spacecraft, aircraft, whatever it was, whatever he witnessed, said that it was working against gravity, not as if it was propelling itself off of gravity, but almost to mimic its weight in gravity, so as if it was like no force was even being put against it because it just balanced itself out in gravity, the object.
Yeah.
That'd be a crazy concept, would it not?
It would.
I mean,
it would be
it seems like it
to
could be-
manipulate gravity.
Man, that would be
That would be
like crazy.
But I mean,
no matter how
think about
big
all the things that they don't have, that they don't tell us about. You know what I mean? That
and
they
if
have.
you think of it, the bigger the object, the bigger the gravity, it would work itself, but even cancel itself out, still be as if it wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's a wild concept to think about. And that's what just made me think about, the magnetic forces against each other. The only way they would do that have to make all those altercations to the road and everything.
No.
But if they figured out a way, if that was true, to balance out gravity, we could have flying cars then.
Well, they already back in the day they were already saying by the 2020 somethings we would have flying cars.
Do you know what year that So I know I'm not saying what year the Jetsons was out of, but do you know what year they lived in of the Jetsons, the setting?
No, ask.
Yeah,
I would like to know.
What year is the setting of the cartoon The Jetsons?
Ah, yeah. So the Jetsons is set in the future, specifically in the year 2062. It was an optimistic, retro-futuristic vision of what life...
2062. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So by 2062, we should have spaceships? Is that what basically they drove around?
Yeah. Living with the aliens, I guess.
Hey, I mean, because you have young kids too, and you see what their report cards say for graduation date. It's
Dude, I cried.
It's like what is it?
No, my daughter's one of her graduations, man. Her first graduation, I cried, dude, when they had her 36.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was sitting there and I'm like,
that's
dude,
not enough time.
I started bawling because that's where they were taking pictures, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm gonna be old.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna be old.
Yeah. I talked to a lady, and I've mentioned this before in previous podcasts, maybe back, but she talks about times whenever there was Candle and Outhouse and stuff like that. She's a very old lady, but she's still very coherent. Sometimes I wonder what the secret was, because she's like
I don't even know. No bullshit. She's probably like 92, something like that.
No bullshit. It's because of what they're spraying in the air,
Yeah.
putting in our water,
Yeah, that's true.
putting in our food.
Yeah.
They're killing us.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about that.
They're
There's no
killing
doubt
us.
about that.
They're killing. I feel it every day.
Oh, yeah. Everything. And in every way.
Yeah.
Emotionally, physically,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And what do we do, though, when you ask yourself that question? And if you were really to answer it, what would you say? We just rise up against them like ants that finally figured out their power? Or what is the answer in your eyes? Or what, we just live the best life we can till they cover us with dirt? You know what I'm saying? Or,
That's a hard decision, you know what I mean? Because you got the decision for your family,
right.
the decision for yourself, the decision for
Mankind.
mankind. You know, and it's hard because I mean we do need to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
We do. All of us. But I mean,
because if you really
you
think
could
of it,
sit
bro,
there and say that, but it's crazy because the more they tell us, even through what we watch,
bro, it's because you know
they become more blind.
Yeah, bro. You know, we can tell people. You know, we can tell even ourselves. Because I'm really not one to tell. I can't tell someone else what to do. I barely know what to do. You know, but I can even tell myself. You know, we need to stand up, and still just cut the lights off, go to sleep, wake up, go to work, go to the same stores, buy the same poison, feed it to my kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm just as guilty of it. But I know that we need to raise up. But I still go buy the poison and feed it to all of us.
What else can we do?
That's what I'm
we
saying.
Don't have the money. We don't have the money to go and buy land.
Yeah.
Build our home.
Yeah.
Build our home to where, you know, it's not, you know, box that's, you know,
Yeah.
blocking all what you're supposed to get, you know.
Yeah.
And then
No, that's 1,000%. You know, because some people are like, times were so hard back then, but I guarantee that life was easier. I guarantee.
have a well, solar panels, garden.
Yeah, especially now you can do it a smarter way, more efficient way, still as beneficial.
Buy calves, feed them, you know, what you want to feed them, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
No poison, you know, stuff
and
like that.
And if you see the big picture of it, maybe my mind's just, you know, it being its very feeble mind again. But in my mind, I think if we all just made that a better way to do it, and we all had at least, let's just say 100 head of cattle apiece. In this block alone, that'd be a lot of beef.
In my dream is for me and people that I love and know.
Right.
Go in on land.
Right.
And be able to do all the things that we need to do, you know?
And just with
if we could build, we could garden,
yeah.
we could do all the things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We needed to do, you know? And everybody has their part, you know what I mean? So it's everybody's, you know? And then we put it in a trust.
Right.
So that way it's not in anyone's, you know, it's in a trust.
And especially,
you know, it's for everyone.
Right. And especially with modern day advances in technology, you know, we could even do it a more efficient way. You know, harvest more, save more, preserve more, produce more.
You know, stuff like that.
You know, on a faster pace.
Yeah.
But, you know, in a more efficient way to do it, you know. And so, and that's crazy that
because it takes a village.
And it's crazy that thought process isn't the thought process of
everyone,
our politicians.
I know.
It's crazy how us as civilians are being more beneficial to our country than our politicians are. And we just sit back, and that's the same wraps us back to the same question. What do we even do? We just sit here, and there's a theory. I don't remember. I might butcher it, but it was way back then. But they referred to it as the wheat, bread and radio, or wheat and radio. One of those two correspondents.
Mm-hmm.
But it basically meant that as long as we have food and entertainment, then we won't want nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
And they've categorized us that for centuries.
Yep.
and it's still.
But they took away
continues today.
Blockbuster.
Yeah, but they hate us. You know what I'm saying?
I had to make it on a happy note because I'm trying not to go in all my
No, I mean, these are-
conspiracy type, because
Yeah,
I am
bro.
a prepper. I do.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I believe I'm probably a libertarian.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. I.
Like, yeah.
There's a lot wrong with the world.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot wrong with the world,
And in all fairness,
and it's not the world that I remember.
And in all fairness, I'm not.
But apparently, they've been lying. I mean, it's been going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In
Yeah.
all fairness, from any point of view, there's something wrong with this world.
Yep.
I just wish, I saw a short the other day, and it was like, why are we pushing so hard to delete gender? Why don't we delete race? Deleting gender just causes confusion. Deleting race causes equality, unity.
Well, I mean, think about COVID.
Yeah. Yeah.
The mask.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes away your identity. And then, being told to stay in our house, do this, do that. It was a test for
Right.
something bigger.
Right. Oh yeah. In
Like-
in my very feeble mind again.
Like, where was the flu?
Bro.
COVID was the flu.
Bro.
They were just like, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, they were gassing us up and
Yo, lab rats.
And you know what? I like that, I kind of stay so far away from it that even during that time, I was already dealing with a lot in 2018, 2019, 2020, that I really didn't even really pay too much attention. I heard about it. Then I saw that places weren't opening. And I'm like, why is nowhere open? And then did my little research. Because at that time, like, I wasn't even on social media. I wasn't on. At that time, 2018, 2019, 2020, I had a little pink Samsung phone. Yeah, bro, a little flip phone. Yeah. I was, and so I didn't even have a smartphone, So I wasn't even on
Struggling.
on Facebook. And heck yeah.
Struggling.
Hell yeah. It was just a phone that someone had found in a drawer after I broke one of my other phones. And then for 3 years, that's what I thugged it out on, little pink flip
Save
phone.
$1.
Yeah. I still had a predictive text on that.
Yeah,
mug,
oh, dude,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah. I'm still pretty good with it. One of the other things that I noticed the other day, since we're on technology, I'm trying not to butcher this. So I think they're either coming out with or they have started it. But the idea is to send a whole bunch of mirrors into space. Satellites with mirrors. And the idea is to either at night, if you want light, shift the moonlight down to your location, or shift the sunlight to your location.
So James Bond.
Is that not crazy?
So James Bond.
Something.
Look it up.
Is that not crazy, bro?
That's James Bond. That's James Bond.
You want to see
old school James Bond.
Is that in it also? Is the reference of using mirrors in space to shift sunlight on the Earth in James Bond?
Ah, you're thinking of Die Another Day. In that movie, there's a plot involving solar mirrors in space.
Designed to redirect sunlight. Wow. What is the technology that they plan to redirect sunlight?
Yeah, that's right. In Die Another Day, the villain used...
See, now it's biased. That's what I don't like about chat. Like,
When you look it up, then it'll go off that.
it kind of goes off of that, yeah. Sometimes you got to start a new chat. But also, like if I were to ask it a question, like I can say independence, maybe not, maybe this is a little bit of a stretch, but I can say like Dasani water does have better ratings than Aquafina, right? And
Does
I say
it, though?
but if I say does and right, like I lean it,
Yeah,
it agrees
yeah.
with me. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah. it is proven fact that it does, and it'll like be very biased to what I say.
Even though
like
apparently it has a high dosage of salt.
like it's kind of as bad as Joe Rogan, bro. Joe Rogan and his, I'm not, bro Rogan.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Rogan, he's been very biased in a lot of his conversations here recently. It's kind of getting on my nerves a little bit, but maybe that's just my point of view. But the other day, he went very far stretch, and he said, huge stretch of a comment. He said, if you think of it, AI, he said, if you think of it, if you think about AI, Jesus was born from a virgin. And how much more virgin do you get than a computer? Those are the whole sentence he said. He said, if you think about AI, Jesus was born from a virgin. And how much more virgin do you get than a computer? And I like that his guest who he had on, he was like, not my computer.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
No, bro, I think he was dead serious, bro.
No, that had to be a joke.
No,
like,
bro. No, I'm not condoning anybody to have the urge to go watch that episode because, he's. I don't blame him. I'm a person too, and I've done it also. I get caught in a conversation and I kind of just like let it come out. You know what I'm saying? Not thinking about it. And I can't hold nobody fault for that.
Being blunt.
You know what I'm saying?
Blunt.
But that is a crazy concept.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go that far with bluntness, but it's a crazy concept. Yeah, but enough about Joe Rogan. Shout out Joe Rogan. Hey, since we're shouting out places, have you been? If nobody has been there, y'all need to go check out Chillaxin Inn in Stephenville. Have you been yet?
No.
It's a roller rink in Stephenville. It has arcade, roller rink. $5 to get in. $5 gets you in the door and in the arcade. Free arcade play. That's lit. And then
Really?
$3 for the skate rental. So a total of $8 gets you a pair of skates, gets you on the floor to skate, and gets you in the free play arcade.
Okay.
$8, man. Can't beat it. Go check it out. Chillaxin Inn in Stephenville, roller rink. Heck yeah. I'll leave a link in the description down there. Y'all can check it out, a little clickable. But yeah, if you haven't been there, bro, I advise you to go, man. It's a pretty cool little space, man.
Oh yeah.
So the concept is, a few years ago, she just wanted it for herself, personal, little skating rink. So her husband built her one. It's not quite what it looks like now, but it was pretty much what it looks like now. Now it's a little bit more, friendly, And then they had the extra room full of arcade and stuff. That was already there. The way you see it all set up, that was them. They have a little bar there where they would bring some friends and do
that
their
was
stuff.
all. It's their personal.
The way you see it was really set up for personal.
Where at in Stephenville?
It's like you're going on. Is it 67? Is that toward Glenrose?
I think so.
Yeah. So if you go 67, you go like you're going toward Glenrose, and the first, you're gonna see a blockade, one of the little metal blockades on the road.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see one of those, and as soon as you pass that, there's gonna be a dirt Y. That Y is off, and you take that and you drive like maybe 100 feet. There's a big old blow up skate tied to a tree.
Oh yeah.
Big old blow up skate. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And you turn in there and you'll see her like her little metal Palm Beaches. She kind of tries to give it like a.
I've seen the pictures.
Hawaii.
I've seen you advertise it.
Yeah.
I just okay.
Yeah. And,
maybe we'll have to roll out there together one day.
Yes, you do for sure because they're super cool people. They love me. I love them. They're cool.
Maybe
people,
next weekend if you're.
Yeah, man, I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Friday or something. Don't quote me on it, but we'll figure it out for sure.
Saturdays you work, huh?
Probably not next Saturday. So we'll see.
Saturday.
Yeah. And and in there's a fully functioning elevator. And on the elevator, I guarantee that the artwork on the elevator is more than the actual elevator price. Because they have old movie posters of like Back to the Future, official movie posters of like Back to the Future, The Breakfast Club, stuff like that. Big old posters on it. And so that was a lot. I guarantee that was a lot of artwork. And then another thing that was cool, I thought was pretty cool, is I'm so sorry, I can't remember his name right now. I'll leave it big on the screen since I can't remember. His some of his shirts that he went to concerts like back in the 80s and
That's
stuff
cool.
like that. He turned them into bar stools. Yeah, and he linoleumed over them, but they're the official shirts from the official concerts.
That's cool. I'm
cool.
gonna enjoy the artwork in there.
That's cool, man. That's cool. And then they got like old school, like they have pinball in there. An actual pinball.
That's cool.
And skee ball or skew ball, whichever one it is. It's those real old Rocky type ones, you know, almost like off the Flintstones or some shit. Yeah, it's cool, man. You just go check it out. We'll go check it out. But y'all, if y'all haven't went, y'all go check it out for sure. Yeah, that's a real
Sounds
cool place,
dope.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been a handful of times.
I know. I've seen the post.
And they're real cool people. Both of them are real down to earth, real cool people. So I advise everybody to go check it out for sure.
Hell yeah.
Some other interesting topics. You see, we won't shed light on this one too much, but I know it's being talked about, so we might as well too. You see, the president's AI picture of him being a doctor.
There's a lot of them going out right now. Yeah, I saw one a minute ago of him walking the Tiger King out of president.
I reposted that one. I was like, this is what he should be AI in. You know, I thought it was funny because you know how he claimed to be a doctor. So they had the same. Someone turned it into an AI video, and they had the same person on the stretcher. You know, and it shows him opening up the doctor doors, and there's that person on the stretcher, and they lay a big old box of money on him, and instead he goes in there and puts the money in his pocket and walks away.
I swear.
Yeah, people are funny, man. I don't know. You have any plans for the summer? You have anything coming up? Anything cool?
Work.
Yeah, just a whole lot of work.
Work.
Yeah.
Yo.
You ever been to the? What is it called? Is it called the State Fair?
No, not the state fair.
Yeah.
No, never been.
I've never been there either.
Really?
I really don't know what it consists of. Is it all year? You can go whenever?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think
I don't think so.
yeah, I think it's like during the summer or whatever.
I'm not even.
Yeah. I've never even ever been. I've only ever heard talk of it.
Guarantee it ain't what it used to be.
I don't know, you know. I don't even know what it used to be.
I mean, lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my. You know what I'm saying? I like when the circus comes to town. Sometimes.
The carnival.
Well, the carnival too, but you know how they have those little small circuses?
No, never been.
Oh yeah, sometimes you can go out there. They have like the basic. They have like the llama and the goat.
In
sometimes
in Dilion, how they had it.
Or sometimes like on the way between here and Dublin.
Oh yeah.
Or like even between here and Glenrose. Sometimes they'll have like a big old white tent, and they have like a couple. I remember one time I went in there and they had a couple baby tigers, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Before Tiger King.
Yeah, before Tiger King. Yeah, it was like this was even before my kids were born, but it was here in town.
No, you can't, privately own big cats no more.
But heck yeah, yeah, man. Well, I guess we could touch on this real fast before. We go ahead and close it out. I know we wanted it on a positive note. We can lead it positive, but what do you think that you do daily is a success to you?
My job and be there for my family.
Yeah, and that's just daily.
Yep, and pray.
Every day.
Yep.
What do you see as a big success then to you? How do you define success?
Not forgetting that God loves me and then my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything you do physically? Just your job.
My job.
Yeah, I hear that.
My job.
I hear that. What do you think you're the most proud about yourself for?
My sobriety.
Yeah, good job, man. What's that? What's the numbers on that?
7. Gonna be 7 this year.
When?
December 30th.
December 30th, man. Hell yeah, bro. That's
Or I
good.
think I'm already on my 7th. Something like that.
Hey, man. You know, it gets
It
better.
was weird. It was a weird year for me because I didn't celebrate my sobriety on my date.
Yeah.
And
It just
and-
went.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
went, and
Yeah.
it was weird for me. And then at that point, I didn't even remember whether it was either 6, 7, or if this year was going to be 8. You know,
Or
and,
7. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, or yeah.
That's
Yeah,
great,
7.
bro.
But
No, but I feel
was
you. I feel what
like,
you're saying. Yeah.
yeah, and it was a trip.
That's
I
good,
tripped,
man.
I tripped out a little bit because every year before that I celebrated.
Yeah.
You know.
You're fucking counting down the days.
Yeah,
right?
no,
I
not
can
quite,
do this.
but you know,
no,
no.
I'm joking, man. But honestly, you know, just it getting to that point for you and you feeling the way you do about it, you know, I'm proud of that for sure, bro. That's something I stand behind. Cause shit, at the end of
God.
at the end of the day, that's you getting better as a person, you
Yep.
know, and so.
Yep.
And there's a snowball effect of all that, you know.
Yeah.
You becoming a better person, better dad, better husband, better everything, you know.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's good. That's a good aim at. That's a good aim at success. Do you have anything? If one thing really motivates you every day, what is it?
My family.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about it?
What about it?
Elaborate for me. I want to know.
I have a good woman, I have good kids, you know, and it motivates me to just want to provide for them and to just, you know,
Yeah.
and it keeps my mind busy.